There's been a lot of press recently pertaining to the success of Obamacare. Well, success may be in the eye of the beholder, but they concentrate on three things: the number of uninsured, the insurance premiums, and the number of insurance companies, or in essence, the number of options that people have. Well, I'd like to break down those three. First off, the number of uninsured. If you pass a law that says you must be insured, otherwise there's going to be some form of penalty, yeah, most people are going to comply. So yes, the number of uninsured are going to go down. But it's not from an organic cause. It's from a compelled cause. You're basically saying, do this or else. Which also raises another concern. Yes, more people are insured. But that does not necessarily improve their ability to get health care, because we haven't changed the number of health care providers. It still takes 2 or 3 weeks for me to get an appointment with a doctor. Whether I had insurance or not, there's still going to be that wait. In fact, in my hometown, the hospital actually had to go and try to get the taxes raised just to support it because of all the red ink that the hospital was operating from. I don't think ObamaCare has addressed that aspect yet. The next part of this, of course, is the insurance premiums. And that was kind of the main selling point to the masses, was that your premiums are going to go down. Well, I think there was some smoke and mirrors with that. Because how they report that, and how they can make the claim that the premiums have gone down, or have only gone up in a slower rate than before, is through the subsidies. The government subsidies have manipulated those rates for the consumers. So, yeah, my rate could have gone down. It might not have gone down. You see, when I was researching this last fall, I have a grandfather plan. I didn't have to change my insurance, but I did the comparison anyways. My current premium is around $165 a month. The equivalent gold level plan through the ObamaCare exchange was $275 a month. That seems to be quite an increase. But the ObamaCare website was giving me the unsubsidized premium. With the subsidy, may have been lower. But herein lies the problem. Because those subsidies are set by the government, they can manipulate up and down as they so choose. They make it look better for the consumers than it may actually be. And what happens when those subsidies begin to run out? Now, somebody's going to get left holding the bag. Which then brings to the third point. They look at the number of insurance companies that have signed on, to improve people's options for coverage. Well, yeah, that's going to improve. Because as far as the insurance company is concerned, it's free money. Because of the subsidies, the insurance companies can double their rates, knowing that the subsidies are going to cover the increase. Consider my example. An increase over $100 a month. If the subsidy covered that, it wouldn't change the fact that the insurance company is going to be making $275 a month and not $175 a month off of me. Of course, it's all moot because I didn't change my plan. I kept with the 165. But consider that across the whole country. Because the subsidies are in essence free money to insurance companies, yeah, they're going to jump on to try and get their cut of that federal money. I'm not certain that that's necessarily considered to be as much of a success. Because as I said before, if the subsidy money dries up or in some way changes, change of regime or whatever like that, somebody's going to be left holding the bag. And I'm not so certain that the insurance companies are going to want to be left holding the bag. I'm not certain the government is going to want to get left holding the bag. So who's going to get screwed in the deal? Probably you and I. Because the individual mandate will still exist. We'll still have to pay, but we will have to pay, not somebody else. So is Obamacare successful? Well, again, that's a matter of perspective. I think that there are some very definite concerns pertaining to its success. The largest being the availability of healthcare providers. If you still have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to see a doctor, ObamaCare hasn't helped you. If your local hospital is having to go broke because now with more people being insured, you now have more customers seeking health care and might not necessarily be able to pay their 20% or 30%, whatever, their copay, you're still going to be driving healthcare providers into insolvency. So maybe Obamacare worked, maybe it didn't. We'll still have to see.